Hey folks, today I'm going to be walking you through how I track and mix bass at home using the HX Stomp, some outboard gear, and Logic Pro. When I make my YouTube videos and demo my presets, I'm usually leaving the bass completely unmixed so that you can hear the patches for what they really are. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can take those tones to the next level by adding some character with outboard gear and also some subtle mix tips and tricks inside Logic Pro. Let's dive in. My goal when I'm setting up to track is simple. Get the bass sounding as good as possible on the way in, because let's be honest, you can't polish a turd. First, I'm choosing the right instrument for the song. Today, that's my Fender Mustang bass. I'm running it into my 66 Bassman style preset on the HX Stomp to give it some amp-like character. I'll link that preset in the description. From there, I go into my Warm Audio WA73. A lot of people don't realize this on Neve-style pre's, but everything above the off marking functions as gain for high Z sources. Next, I move into an 1176 style compressor for some subtle control over the dynamics. I'm using the compression sparingly here. You can always add more later, but if you overdo it on the way in, it's baked into the track. That lets me catch transients immediately and hold the gain reduction just long enough to create a thick, smooth, and consistent low end. This song has a lot of sustained notes, so consistency is key. And while I'm dialing everything in, I make sure to play the actual bass line I'm about to record, not just noodle around. This gives me a sense of what it's going to sound like in context with the song. Now we're on to the mixing stage. Quick tip, always mix bass in context. I see a lot of people getting too granular and spend way too much time with the track soloed. The bass isn't meant to stand alone. It's there to support the song. Make decisions with the full arrangement in mind. I'm starting with an LA2A compressor for added sustain, a bit of squash, and that smooth character it's known for. With its fixed 4:1 ratio, it works great as a gentle transient tamer that helps the bass sit naturally in a mix. Next, I'm reaching for Logic's vintage graphic EQ, which is modeled after an API-style module. Honestly, I'll often start with the bass amp preset and tweak from there. Don't be afraid of presets. They're tools designed to get you moving quickly. After that, I'll use a bit of subtractive EQ to clean up any problematic low-end buildup. What comes next might be slightly unorthodox, but if it sounds good, it is good. I'll add a touch of limiting to push the bass forward and enhance those sustained notes. Then I'll finish the main chain with some light tape saturation for glue and harmonic richness. From there, I set up an aux send. This is a trick I picked up from the engineer Noam Wallenberg in one of his amazing Instagram shorts. You should go check him out. On that bus, I add EQ and chorus. I high-pass the signal so that the chorus only affects the top end. This creates subtle width and helps the D and G string really shine without muddying the low end. Finally, I blend in another bus with a bit of cassette-style emulation for a slight wow and flutter.